but I believe he's not giving the full picture.
Excuse me, what's the truth as he sees it?
The truth as he sees it,
Is it the truth?
it's like, as you see a car crash, you see it from your point of view. As he sees it, he has done nothing wrong, and all of this is clear in his head. To us, we say, well then, where's the 15,000 sterling, let's say, come from? And I say, the most likely thing is 3 tranches, by the way, of 5,000, and not a big fat lump sum. Like, there's a million reasons where that come from. Like, fellas going to Cheltenham wouldn't even consider 5,000 small change. He could have put money in a horse. He could have got a donation in Manchester for his political campaign. I'm not saying it was on a horse. I'm saying a guy in Manchester could have given him 2,000. He was going over to see he's constantly travelling to Britain. He's going in and out. And I'm not saying it's not a covered political donation as part of it. I'm just saying in that total mess, it is not easy for him to come clean about the culture and the way that politics were before 1995 without running against a generation of pub reporters who want everything in black and white.
There is one thing I'd like to put to you. Every bookkeeper and accountant that I know, the one thing they're always writing numbers down. They're always keeping records. Bertie would be very unusual in being a bookkeeper, a stroke accountant, who didn't do that, and yet he doesn't appear to have done.
It's 14 years ago, Pat.
But you know what I mean?
Different levels of memory.
It's in the genes, nearly, of an accountant.
Yes, but most of the money that's not accounted for could be accounted for basically by movements of salary, this so-called mysterious money. The £15,000 sterling, that's 3 tranches of 5,000. There are actually a lot of reasons why and where that money could have come from.
Bertie told the tribunal that he never lodged sterling. And now we learned that he did.
You see, the problem is...
No, hold on. How do you answer that?
Well, I mean, it's up to him to answer that, but he says still that he didn't personally lodge sterling. Like, I mean, no, but seriously.
No, he got a secretary to do it. Secretary lodged sterling.
I don't know, Eamon. I don't know where 3 tranches of £5,000 sterling comes from. But I actually believe many reasons why people would have 3 lots of 5,000.
And by the way,
it's not like millions.
Gene Carrigan,
and it's not corruption.
Gene Carrigan is no club reporter.
Yeah.
And neither is Alan Rutherford.
Okay,
look, this is the political reality now. Will Bertie Ahern survive or not depends on politics. Depends on the raw political support that he can muster. Fianna Fáil people, maybe all I don't say may be true. But the problem is, people in Fianna Fáil have been burned before. They were burned when they defended Haughey, and they don't know what's coming down the pipe with Ahern. Therefore, they're withdrawing their support. And that's what John Gormley and Mary Harney have seen. They've identified that it is safe now to make the stand. And once they've made this stand, they can't go back. They've demanded a statement. That statement has to be coherent, and if it isn't, they have to move forward.
John Gormley has been a bit more wishy-washy than that.
That's an important point, because I believe that Mary Harney has made a big mistake in not standing by the man who stood by her so bravely when she was being hammered in the health service and followed the flighty Fiona O'Malley wing the PDs, just as John Gormley is very ill-advised to follow the Patricia McKenna Moppedy wing of the Greens. John Gormley is doing a good job. He has no enthusiasm. No, he hasn't. He has asked for very modest accountability. John Gormley is dealing with Dan Boyle, and Dan Boyle has very complex motives. He's a man who would like to be in the Dáil, thinks he should be a minister, and is pretty sullen in the Senate about the fact that he's not where he should be. And John Gormley should not be pushed around by Patricia McKenna or by John Boyle in doing his work.
I have to say this, in the world according to Owen, there aren't many heroes. Bertie's one, Owen's another, but all the rest are, useless.
I honestly believe,
just let me finish.
I honestly believe that he is a decent man, look, and if he's pulled down, we'll be sorry about it.
Okay, let me agree with you on this, that he's loved and admired and respected throughout his political career for his ordinary, decent demeanour, his persona.
And you don't think it's corrupt?
I don't. I will wait for the findings of the tribunal.
But you don't think he abused public office for private gain, do you?
There's a huge body of evidence on him that shows that when he was Minister for Finance, he received excessively large amounts of money from sources that cannot be explained.
Well, just let me finish. That clearly went into political campaigning. He spent it on rounds of drinks and Vegas. He didn't spend it on Porsches or cars or shirts. If he spent it. So it's not the same thing, Eamon, as spending it on corruption. He didn't do like John Gilligan, that he's got stud horses or whatever they have.
Let's accept that there is a margin you can allow for buying rounds in Fagans and for
Billboard,
and
posters, political campaigning, yeah.
raffle tickets.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
But
Get a raffle ticket.
But we've moved on rattling constituency box outside
We
churches.
nearly go to find agreement here. The only difference between us will be that you're in the Senate and I have to work. Now, I think
You polished that all week. But well delivered.
I think it's fair to say this, that on the scale, the hockey scale that you alluded to before, Bertie Ahern, can be seen to be relatively clean. But this is the question that your question begs on. Is it enough for the Minister of Finance or the Taoiseach of this country to be relatively clean? Right, that's the question.
Well,
And I don't think it is.
I read a terrible... I read a terrifying article by Elaine Byrne a few weeks ago, which she said, she's writing a book on corruption, and she said, it's no longer enough to be actually not corrupt. You have to be seen to be not corrupt, and there must be no perception of corruption. I don't believe any human being can live up to that standard. That's something like out of Nazi Germany or Stalin's Russia, that a man is going to be judged by how he appears. And I believe that the media, they're in a bear market. They've sold Bertie Ahern for so long that they've got to take him down now or they'll lose all their money.
Last words from each of you. Will he be around at Christmas as Taoiseach?
I think he probably will.
John?
I don't think he will. I think there's a process that has to move, and I think it's weeks rather than months.
Oh.
He'll be there for as long as he likes. Fianna Fáil won't flinch on this.
Senator Owen Harris, John Waters and Eamon Duffy, thank you very much for joining us.
Pat's going to the phones. So that's in Germany!
Seriously, Godwin's Law, dude. Godwin's Law.
Godwin's Law, would you bring the Nazis into it? You're screwed. You're absolutely screwed. No, the hilarious thing about it is, like, no one could live up to that standard. Actually, he started to get a little bit, there will be not standard that we can live up to. Is this Ireland?
I think he's hiding his crimes.
Oh. Anyway.
As they would say in Scientology.
Oh God, let's not bring Scientology into this.